Hello, Emma here from Mighty Lancer Games, and I recently played the Muddles for the first time. This game is for ages 6+, 2 to 4 players, but I played it with my 2 friends and we are all in our 40s. So let's take a quick look. So as I said, this is for ages 6+, 2 to 4 players, and I played it with my 2 friends on a games night, and we're all in our 40s. And the rule sheet is only this. It's just double-sided. But for some reason, despite the fact it's for ages 6+, we found it a little bit tricky to understand the rules. We had to read the rules a couple of times to get it in our heads, and we kept the rules out and had a little practicey go referring back to the rules to make sure that we understood. Once we started playing the game, once we got the basic concept in our minds, it's incredibly simple. But for some reason we couldn't quite grasp it when we read through the rules. We had questions and, oh, can we do that, can't we do that? But we just referred back to the rules, we figured it out, and we enjoyed the game. So just remember that maybe you might need a couple of read-throughs of the rules just to get it quite in your head. But once you start playing, it is actually really simple. Like I said, it is for ages 6+, but we just, I don't know, we just struggled slightly. The game comes with this really cute storybook. I mean, this is just cute, just an addition, just because Big Potato Games wanted to put it in. It's really nice to have this. This is fun, this is good. Like I said, it's by Big Potato Games, and you should always look out for their logo because they do tend to change it on their box. So the potato on this one is a little piggy. So the idea of Muddles is that these animals, you get animal cards and you get muddle cards. These animals have, oh, and actually these two do muddle together. These animals have muddled together to form a new animal. So they're all laid out, all of the muddle cards. One of each of the muddles are laid out on the table. And then you dish out additional ones. I think it's 8, but it does tell you in the rules, on top. So they're all laid out on the table in front of you, and then you have 3 animal cards dealt to you, and you have to try and make a muddle to be able to take it from the middle on your turn. So say I had these 3 cards, these 3 animal cards, I could put the frog and the pig together, as it tells you down there. It tells you what combinations you can have to get a pog, I believe it is called. There we go, a pog. So my pig and frog muddle together to make a pog. And if I had those cards, I could take that out of the middle and earn myself 2 points. And obviously the person at the end of the game with the most points wins. You can also steal muddles from other people if they are on top of their pile. So say I had won a pog, and then I won a wow, and then I won a jelly cow, and the next person round could get a jelly cow. They could steal mine because it's on top of my pile. They wouldn't be able to steal my pog because it's on the bottom. They wouldn't be able to steal my wow because it's in the middle, but they could steal my jelly cow if they had the combination of cards in their hands. And obviously the person at the end with the most points wins. So stealing from each other is, a good idea to reduce their points count. So it does all make sense. And like I said, we had slight difficulty at the beginning in understanding the rules, but that might just be us. But we played through, I'd like a little game, a quick, oh, can we do this, can we do that, how does that work kind of game before we played properly. And once we'd got everything straight in our heads, we really did enjoy it. I enjoyed it more because I won more than the other 2, so that's fine. But they are lovely little artwork. So this is the worm, that's the frog, there's a bee, I think there's a jellyfish, yeah, a jellyfish, and at the bottom of each of the cards it tells you what you need the other animals, so that you need a jellyfish and a cow to make the jelly cow. So it tells you at the bottom, so you don't have to remember it. It shows you with the animations there at the bottom, and then, like I said, the person with the most points at the end wins the game. So it is for ages 6+, but like I said, I played it with my 2 friends on our games night and we still enjoyed it. So it is for any age really. Once you get your head around the rules, it is very simple once you understand the rules. I think it's just setting it out and how can we do this and how can we do that. There's an additional rule if you have, am I going to be able to find it? Yes, there we go. If you have, because you always have 3 cards, so if you have 2 cards the same, so on your go you have to discard 2 cards and pick up 2 more cards, okay? But if you have 2 animals the same, you have the option to discard 2 cards or just discard 1, because if you discarded 1 and then you manage to be able to pick up from the upside down deck, so you don't know what's coming next, another animal that's the same, and you get 3 animals the same, you can just choose a muddle from the middle. So say the jelly cow was there and you could get 5 points, I think there's one that's 6 points, then you could just have that without having to make the combination. So there's little tiny other little rules in there that made it so that we were just double checking that we were playing correctly while we were playing. So it is simple, but personally the 3 of us just had to read the rules a couple of times. One of the lads had the rule sheet in front of him for the game, and then we just kept going, that's right, isn't it? We can do that, can't we? We were like, yep. And then once we played through a couple of times, didn't need the rules anymore, and the game just flowed, and it was really fun. And it is really fun. So it's for 2 to 4 players. It's called the Muddles because the animals are muddled up. That's the general premise, and these are all the different muddles that you can get. It is fun. It's little, so it can fit in your bag for holidays or travel or take into a games night. It's also plastic free. This is another one of the big potato games which is plastic free, so it doesn't come all wrapped up in cellophane, etc. And it's plastic free, so that's a good point too. If you're aiming for your games to reduce your plastic usage and you want to do that in your games, then the Muddles is a plastic free game. So you can find this in our Bridlington shop and also on our website www.mightylancergames.co.uk, and I'm going to show you a quick video now of kind of what I mean, it all laid out so that you can understand what I've just been babbling about at you for the past 3 minutes. See you next time.